ballroom glittered with crystal chandeliers and quiet deals worth more than most people would see in a lifetime. Laughter floated through the air as executives in tailored suits and designer dresses toasted to another profitable quarter. It was the kind of party where reputations were built, alliances were formed, and fortunes quietly changed hands. At the edge of the room, a man in a simple dark suit stepped inside. He didn't look flashy. No expensive watch. No designer label stamped across his chest. Just calm eyes and a confident walk. He picked up a glass of water from a passing tray and scanned the room like he was searching for someone. Across the hall, a group of senior executives from Titan Global stood near the bar. They were loud, confident, and a little too comfortable after several glasses of wine. The deal they were waiting for, worth $500 million, would push their company to the top of the industry. All they needed was final approval from a mysterious investor who was rumored to attend the party. "Tonight's the night," one of them said, raising his glass. "Once we get that signature, we're unstoppable." Just then, the man in the simple suit walked past them. He accidentally brushed against one of the executives, causing a splash of red wine to spill across the executive's sleeve. The executive's smile vanished. "Watch where you're going," he snapped. "I'm sorry about that." The man said calmly, "Let me help." Before he could finish, another executive laughed. "Look at this guy. Probably snuck in with the catering staff." The group chuckled. One woman in a red dress stepped forward, swirling her wine glass with a smirk. "People like you shouldn't wander into rooms like this. It's not a charity event." The man stayed silent, his expression unchanged. "Maybe he needs a reminder," one of the men said. In one quick, careless motion, the woman tipped her glass and poured the remaining wine across the stranger's shoulder. The red liquid ran down his jacket as the group burst into laughter. Phones came out. Someone whispered, "This is going to be hilarious." But the man didn't react the way they expected. He simply looked down at his jacket, then back at them, calm and composed. "Are you finished?" he asked quietly. One of the executives scoffed. "Yeah, now get out before security throws you out." At that moment, the ballroom doors opened again. The host of the evening, a well-known industry leader, walked in with a bright smile. "Ladies and gentlemen," he announced, clinking a spoon against his glass. "Thank you all for coming. There's someone very important here tonight, and many of you have been eager to meet him." The executives from Titan Global straightened their jackets, suddenly serious. The host continued, "He's the man responsible for funding the biggest deal of the year, the person behind the $500 million investment." The group exchanged excited looks, and he just arrived a few minutes ago. The host's eyes scanned the room, then landed directly on the man with the wine-stained jacket. "There he is," the host said, smiling. "Mr. Carter, we've been waiting for you." The room fell silent. The executives' smiles froze as they slowly turned their heads toward the stranger they had just humiliated. The man stepped forward, still calm. "Good evening," he said, shaking the host's hand. "Sorry I'm a bit stained." A few guests chuckled nervously. The host frowned. "What happened?" Before anyone could speak, the woman in the red dress stepped forward, her face pale. "It was a misunderstanding." Mr. Carter looked at her, then at the rest of the group. "Was it?" No one answered. The host's expression hardened. "Is this true? Did you treat our guest like this?" One of the executives tried to laugh it off. "Just a joke. Nothing serious." Mr. Carter's eyes stayed calm, but there was steel behind them. "Interesting, because I usually avoid doing business with people who think humiliation is a joke." The color drained from their faces. "Mr. Carter," one of them said quickly, "we can explain." He raised a hand. "There's nothing to explain. I've learned everything I need to know about your company in the last 2 minutes." The host crossed his arms. "Are you saying," Mr. Carter nodded, "cancel the deal?" The words hit like a thunderclap. "Wait," one executive pleaded. "That deal is worth $500 million. Mr. Carter looked at him calmly. "Exactly. And I don't invest $500 million in people who treat others like they're invisible." The room was completely silent now. No laughter, no music, just the weight of what had happened. The woman in the red dress tried one last time. "Please, we didn't know who you were." Mr. Carter gave a small, sad smile. "That's the problem. You shouldn't need to know who someone is to treat them with respect." He turned to the host. "I'll take my investment elsewhere." With that, he walked toward the exit, leaving the executives frozen in place, their $500 million future slipping away with every step he took. Around them, whispers spread through the crowd. The same people who had been laughing moments ago were now shaking their heads. One executive sank into a chair, staring at the floor. All that gone over one stupid moment. Across the room, the doors closed behind Mr. Carter and the chandeliers continued to sparkle above a party that no longer felt like a celebration. Because sometimes the biggest deals aren't lost in boardrooms or contracts. Sometimes they're lost in a single moment of disrespect.